Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you. So just like that, it has been 2 weeks again since the last time I uploaded a video. I know I said that I would try to be consistent with uploading my videos, but I just find it so hard. I mean, I don't know, I don't even know where the time goes, but yes, I know I said I will be giving you guys like an updated or like an update on my Hoya'S here. I mean, I am in my craft room, plant room, whatever room is this. So yeah, but today I thought a favorites video would be a bit easier for me. So yeah, I have a few Hoya'S to show you guys. I am just excited for these Hoya'S to grow. There are some of these that I have had for quite a while. Some that I have tried like multiple times, and finally it is growing for me. So yeah, I'm super excited for these plants here. I'm not sure how much I have. I don't know how much I have. I don't want to count, but yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so I did count. So I have 10 Hoya'S to show you guys, and I will start with the ones that I have had for a while now. When I say a while, I meant years. I think 3 years now, or 2. I'm not entirely sure, but I have had this plant for a while, and I am talking about this one. This here is my Hoya clemensorum. I have had this plant, yeah, I can't even remember how long now, but I know it has been a while. The reason I included this on my favorites for actually for the summer of 2026, because for the longest time this Hoya did not grow in my care. Actually no, I lied. I mean, these had been growing pretty well for me, and then when I started selling plants, I chopped this bad boy, and I think it got so angry at me that it had stopped growing. So at some point I was left with just these 2 bottom leaves here, this one here, and then this one. These are like original leaves of this plant, and so it was just not growing at all, and so I repotted it. So the soil that I used for most or all of my Hoya'S, actually I don't use the soil. I have the cocoa peat, I have perlite, cocoa husk, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, and my Hoya'S are very, very happy with it. I noticed though that with the season change, I feel like my Hoya'S also require different type of substrate. Like in the winter, I had them in perlite only, and at the time it was working very well for me. Like all my Hoya'S were thriving. I mean, except for this one that has not been growing because it got angry at me, but most of my Hoya'S were happy on perlite and water alone. But I noticed with the spring and the summer coming, some of them are not really like growing fast than they should be, so I repotted them into the mixture that I have them now, and they are starting to grow. And with this one as well, the other change that I made with this one here is I put this in my cabinet. I have 4 cabinets that I made into like a makeshift greenhouse, and yeah, it appreciates the extra humidity, I guess. Love this plant. If you can see, it has like a thick serrated leaf, and this one is super veiny too. This is the newest leaf. It actually is not hard enough yet, and this one here too It is a very pretty Hoya. And yeah, I guess I should stop chopping my Hoyas for now. But yeah, this is my Hoya clemensorum for number 1. Alright, I'm just gonna put this by the window for now. Alright, so the next one, I don't know if you will notice, but I have a theme here. I love Hoyas that has dark green leaves, huge leaves, splashy silver Hoyas. But the next one is a big leaf Hoya with thick leaves as well. This is my Hoya Jennifer. So I got this plant because of the name. I am Jennifer, and so I want a plant that has the same name as me. And yeah, I love it. It is huge. These leaves are like cardboard, like you can't bend them a little easy. But yeah, look at that. It is so pretty. It's funny because I actually got this from, no, I originally have this plant, and then I gave a cutting to my friend, and then mine died. And so she had this plant, and she didn't know that the name was Jennifer, so she thought that I just labeled the plant with my name. And so when she gave me the cutting, she was like, this, I don't know what, but it has name Jennifer. And I was like, yeah, that's the name of the Hoya. It's Hoya Jennifer. So yeah, I am happy to have this back into my collection. And yeah, super easy Hoya. As you can see here, it has the same substrate, cocoa husk, some perlite there, and cocoa peat, and it is rooting beautifully. I don't know if you could see, but yeah, my Hoya Jennifer. It has this tendril that is starting to give me some baby leaves. I don't know if you could see this one here. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it has a few baby leaves there. So yeah, Hoya Jennifer. It is crowded in this table. I have my sewing machine here too, so but all right, the next one, I am super excited with this plant because I have like a big pot of this plant, and when I bought the plant, it was like a big basket. Actually, it's over here on top of me. Let me show you actually. So this here is my big pot of Hoya mathilde. When I bought the plant, it is a Hoya mathilde splash, but for some reason most of the leaves had reverted into just green. I mean, I don't really hate it, but I would have much appreciated it more. Like there are some vines that are still like this one, but yeah, the ones that I'm gonna show you, which I'm excited because it is giving me a flower. So pretty. It was funny when this is in my cabinet, and the other day I opened it and I was like, what smells in here? Like, if the other people are saying that it smells like cat pee, yes, it does smells like cat pee. And I told myself, oh yay, I finally get to smell cat pee. But yeah, it's pretty. I only have this one flower, but I am happy to see a bloom. But yeah, this is like some of the vines that I took out from that basket. These are the most splashy ones, silver ones. It is so pretty. So I just wanted like a full basket of mathilde splash or silver, and so I took out all of them, and I am gonna try to create a pot of just, you know, these types. So yeah, it is super cute. I love the rounded little leaves of this plant, and very easy to care for. Actually, I just feel like it is prone to reverting, but it is also rooting, if you can see there. So yeah, Hoya mathilde Splush. You know what, let me see if I could put it here. I hope it doesn't fall. Yeah, that is that. All right, so the next one that I'm going to show you is my most favorite, or I don't know, I think I would say that to every one of these Hoya'S, but the next one is my Hoya DKA Morning Dew. It is so pretty. I have a hard time growing the Hoya caryi, and I am obsessed with trying to grow that plant because I love the heart-shaped leaves, but unfortunately I can't grow that plant. I don't know why. Every time I would get a plant of that, it just always end up dying on me. So this is mostly the closest one that I could find that resembles heart, and I think it is more beautiful. I like it more than the Hoya caryi because of the texture of the leaf here, and also this one is easier to grow than the Hoya caryi. I don't know, maybe it's just in my condition or just the way I am growing it, but yeah, this one I have chopped quite a few times already. So I had bought a 2-leaf cutting of this one a while back, and it did grow pretty fast, and so when it grew I did chop that plant. I will try and see if I could find a plant before I chopped that one. But anyhow, this is like a bottom cutting of that plant that I grew, and it has this leaf and then this one, and then it just sprouted these 2 new leaves with the active growth here. So yeah, a very easy to care for plant, and yeah, I don't have much to say about this plant other than it is very beautiful and very easy to care for. So yeah, Hoya Morning Dew, Hoya caryi Morning Dew. Now Hoya DKA. Yeah, that is that one. All right, so the next one is one of the plants that I have tried a couple of times already, and it wasn't just growing for me. I don't know if it was the specific specimen that I got. Maybe it wasn't healthy. But yeah, this is my last try of the plant, and I am happy to say that it is finally growing. And I hope I don't jinx it, but this one here is my Hoya versigilli. Look at that rippled leaves. I love it so much. I am so desperate to have this in my collection. It is super fuzzy. I don't know if you could see that. And yeah, I got this 2-leaf cutting, this here and then this one, and then it grow this vine here with the 2 new leaves, and I'm super excited to finally have this in my collection. It is so pretty. I think I got this just a month ago or 2 months, I'm not sure, but if I find the original picture of this one, I will share it here. And also, most of these plants I got on Facebook Marketplace because it's just the cheapest way to get Hoya'S. So yeah, this I got from a lady that also sells a lot of Hoya'S. So yeah, I actually got 2 wishlist Hoya'S from her, like this one and the undulata. That undulata also is a pain in the butt. I have tried growing that also once before, and it just, you know, vanished off the face of the earth. So it's my second try with the undulata. So far it is doing well. It is rooting, and yeah, I will show that next time when I did get to do my updates for my plants here in the plant room. So yeah, Hoya versigilli, very pretty wrinkled leaf. All right, the next one is another Hoya. Of course, these are all Hoya'S, by the way. The next one is a Hoya that I am so happy to have in my collection. I mean, I love just the regular version of this plant, but this one is special. And this here is my Hoya polineura dime fairy queen. Look how pretty she is. And mind you guys, I just got this like a 2-leaf cutting from someone, I think back in December or November. I will put all the pictures of the plants when I got them and how they are looking now. So yeah, this is a fairly easy to grow Hoya. I actually got a cutting of this one already, and unfortunately that cutting had perished in the person's care, which I'm sad because yeah. But anyhow, since chopping the plant, it gave me this whole vine here, like this here with 3 leaves, and then this whole vine here with the 4 leaves. Like this whole vine had grown since chopping it. So yeah, I am not scared chopping my Hoya'S because I am certain that most of the time it encourages new growth, except for some that are very stubborn, like that clemensorum. I was so heartbroken when it stopped growing for me. But yeah, lesson learned, not all of them will take the cutting positively. But anyhow, this one is something that is very positive, and look how pretty this is. So this one looks like actually when I saw this one posted on Facebook Marketplace, I was not so sold with it, because to me it looks like the Hoya polineura elbow version of this one, which I also have. But then when I saw it in person, I could tell the difference. This one has more silver specks, not specks actually, it's like patches of silver, which the polineura elbow doesn't have. They only have like the white margin on the edges of the leaves, not silver. So yeah, yeah, I guess it's worth it. And if I wanted to, I could just chop it and get the money back, because back then it was still quite pricey. But yeah, I still don't see a lot of people selling this around my area. So maybe if I chop it one more time, I will get my money's worth already. But anyhow, this is my Hoya polineura Dame Fairy Queen. Beauty. Alright, so that's that. Now the next one that I'm gonna show you guys is also one of my wish list plants for a little while, and then I was happy to find it on a Facebook Marketplace. This one, this I am obsessed because of the huge leaves that it has. So okay, hold on. Alright, so this one, this is my Hoya elephant. What was the name again? Hoya, I think it was Hoya AH027. I don't do good with numbers, but it is also called the Hoya elephant, and I think for a reason, because it has huge leaves and quite a fast grower as well. I originally got it with this leaf here, which is huge. Yeah, it is huge, and I am so happy when I found this plant because I have been looking for this one, but yeah, none of the sellers around me sell this Hoya yet, so maybe I will be the first to sell this around my area. But these two leaves had grown in my care. It is somewhat different from the ones here. I don't know, maybe because it's a new environment, new growing conditions, so I'm just leaving it be, and I'm just happy that it gave me 2 new leaves already. So yeah, and it has actually like a baby leaf there as well. I don't know if you could see, like this where my thumb is, there is a new baby leaf there, which I'm not sure if it will make it or maybe it will get aborted. We'll see. But it has this long tendril here, so I am positive that it will be okay. I actually just repotted this maybe 3 days ago. It was in a tiny, I think 3-inch pot, and I am just thinking, because I have been watering it, it was like drying too fast, so I was like, maybe if I gave it like a bigger pot, it will, I don't know, grow faster. We'll see. But it also has like a tiny growth point down here, which I don't know if you could see. But yeah, I'm hoping for another growth point so I could maybe chop it in the future and sell. But yeah, this is my Hoya elephant. Huge leaves. It has some splashes too, except for this one that has just like very minimal, but this one has more. It's quite thick. So yeah, just some of my favorites type of leaves in a Hoya. So that's the Hoya elephant. Next one. All right, so the next one is a Hoya with long, veiny, crusty Hoya. Just some of my type as well. And this is a Hoya. Hold on a sec. Okay, this is a Hoya finlaysonii succulent, if I'm saying it right. So look at that leaf. So this is the leaf that it came with, which is huge and long. I love it. And this is a new leaf that grew in my care. It is not as big, but also it is not quite hard enough yet. So it's the first leaf that it came, or that it gave me. So I'm not so disappointed, but it has another growth point. It had given me another growth point, like that one here, that stick. I don't know if I'm showing it properly, like this one here. So I have 2 growth points, which is good because that will give me more chance of growing it, but we'll see. Yeah, this is a finlaysonii succulent. Let's check the roots actually. Beautiful, look at that. I'm telling you guys, this substrate is very, very nice. Oh, you know what, actually I forgot to mention, other than the cocoa husk, I also have bark. I don't know if it's if it's right to use it, but I'm using pine bark. I just got it at the garden center and I was like, this could be helpful, and so far my plants are reacting well to it. So yeah, I will continue using it. I bought like a big bag of it and it should be fine. So that's the succulent. I love finlaysonii version of Hoya'S. Alright, another one that I love is this one here. This is another dark leaf, long elongated leaf Hoya, and this is my Hoya SP archboldiana. I will write the names on the screen because I'm not sure I'm pronouncing them right, but this is the archboldiana. So Gayu or archi usually has this veins that is like dark on the back of the leaves, and yeah, it has this dark green leaves with very exposed or prominent venation. Love this plant. I love the shape of the leaves, and also this is a very fast growing Hoya. Yeah, also earlier when I was getting ready, this got pulled out of the pot because I dropped it from this table down to the floor. So we'll see the damage that it will cause to the plant, because right now, actually, I don't know if you will be able to see, there are like 2 tiny little leaves coming out from there. So I was so worried. I am so worried that maybe it will affect the growth of those 2 new leaves, but I guess we will see. But yeah, this is my Hoya'S. This one also I have chopped already. So this is a bottom cutting of the original cutting that I bought. So I sold 1 cutting of this already, and now she is growing again. So proud of this little plant. All right, so I guess we are down to the last one. So the last one I have is another longleaf Hoya with dark green leaves and veiny Hoya. And this one here is my Hoya golden eye. Look at that. This is the leaf that it grew in my care. It is darker than the rest, and I'm not sure if I like this one better. It is bigger for sure than the older leaves, but I kind of like this lighter color where you can see the veins more, because this one you can barely see the veins of the leaf. But I don't know, I will see once it grew more. But yeah, this is a very chill Hoya too. I have actually originally thought of, when I bought this plant, I actually wanted to, so I bought it because I wanted to resell it once I got it. But then when I get my hands on it, I feel like I should keep it and maybe grow it more, and then if it grow, I could chop and then I could sell. So yeah, I ended up keeping it for myself, and it has some very good roots, but too dry, so I need to water this one. Yeah, my Hoyas are doing pretty well. I have a ton of other Hoyas that I would really like to show you guys, but it's just that the time and the energy that I have lately are not enough to do all the updates. But yeah, I have tons and tons of Hoyas. I just get crazy, but I slowed down now. I had stopped buying any more Hoyas because yeah, I think I have enough and I am running out of space. But yeah, those are just some of my favorites for this summer, and very excited to see them grow in my care, because yeah, I think they would be so lovely. But anyhow, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.